Poncedeleon trying to get through the top of the sixth. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Anderson is out. He is tagged by Cruz, and Poncedeleon records his second strikeout of the evening.
Hitter up there left-handed against Poncedeleon. Right-hander's pitch is lined up the middle, and it hits the pitcher, and he is down and hurt. That all happened so fast. Poncedeleon went down, and he didn't move for quite some time.
Well, as we saw in the video, on May the 9th of last year, Daniel Poncedeleon was pitching for the Memphis Redbirds in a game in Des Moines. We happened to be hit in the head by the line drive. He underwent emergency brain surgery that night. Doctors were more concerned about his physical recovery than whether he would one day be able to play baseball again. Daniel was determined to come back. However, 3 months after his injury, he was cleared to resume baseball activities, got back on the mound during a minor league minicamp in Jupiter, Florida at the end of last season. He just got done participating in the Cardinals Instructional League program in Jupiter, and he'll be on the field as part of a non-roster invitee to the Major League Spring Training Camp in Jupiter next month. Daniel's goal has always been to pitch in the big leagues, just as it was before the injury. He's more determined now to make it come true someday soon. For his remarkable recovery, the St. Louis chapter of the Baseball Writers Association proud to present the Bob Bauman Award for Physical Comeback to Daniel Poncedeleon.
It looks like more people than just you have a goal of you playing in the major leagues based on that round of applause. I want you all to know before I ask Daniel some questions here that I did ask him beforehand how much he actually wanted talking about this, and he said he would certainly feel free to do that. And terrible moment. Do you actually remember very much of that day and that moment that happened right before you end up spending 2 weeks in ICU? Does that memory stay with you for that particular day?
Yeah, I remember all the way up to when I was brought into the hospital. To that point, I thought I was fine. I thought I just had a concussion or something. And then, once I got in the hospital, that's when stuff started going downhill, and that's when it gets kind of splotchy.
I want to ask you about the support of your teammates, not only your teammates, but the other team. I understand that, again, you're in Des Moines, and I understand those guys came to see you, and friends and family. How meaningful was that for you?
It meant a lot. It was, overwhelming. And, there's a couple times I was, in tears because of, how nice everyone has been,
You'd had 6 starts up to that point. You were lights out. You were dealing. You had a nice spring training, so a lot of positive things going. And you were on a team that was playing really well, too. And I know you're part of that team, a championship team in AAA. I'm sure you're proud of that.
Yeah, it was fun to pitch for that team. Everyone got along, and we were really good. And as you can tell, they won the PCL championship.
Was important for those champions to honor you. And my understanding from talking to some of your former teammates, you weren't real excited about being out there and getting attention and throwing out the first pitch during the playoffs, but they wanted you out there.
Yeah, it was the first playoff game. I didn't want to distract, them from the victory. I was just there to support. That was it.
Well, they wanted you around. They kept his locker throughout that season as well. I also understand from a former teammate that you're throwing pretty well right now. So just the update about where you are, how you feel.
Well, I feel great. I've had so many months off. I've hardly threw any innings this year, so this is the best my arm's ever felt, and my body. This is the biggest and strongest I've ever been, so I'm really excited to play this year and throw out some hitters.
Everybody in this room is excited for you to play again and thankful for you, and congratulations, Daniel.